What if, for the first time in history, humanity could unite and work as one to create something so monumental it would forever change us and the way we think? A tantalizing question indeed, and one that leads us to ponder the paradoxical concept of unity within human society. Throughout our history, we've seen how unity has been a challenging, almost elusive pursuit marred by conflicts, divisions, and differences. Yet we also recognize its potential power and transformative effects. Unity is a paradox. It's the struggle between individuality and collectivity, between our personal desires and the common good. It's a balancing act, a dance between the self and the other. Yet imagine what we could achieve if we could truly unite. The strides we could make, the heights we could reach, the monumental creations that could spring forth from our combined efforts are unimaginable. Imagine the possibilities if we could overcome our differences and work together for a common cause. Picture this scenario. A global threat emerges, one that cannot be fought with weapons or national borders. Let's imagine an invisible enemy, perhaps a rapidly mutating virus or a celestial body hurtling towards our home planet. This threat is so immense, so all-encompassing, that it transcends national boundaries, political ideologies, and socio-economic disparities. It's an enemy that doesn't care about the color of your passport or the language you speak. It's an enemy against which we, as a species, stand together, or not at all. So, what happens next? Well, the world's leaders, scientists, and thinkers come together not as representatives of their respective nations, but as delegates of humanity. They put aside their differences, their conflicts, their age-old enmities, and focus on one shared goal: survival. There are challenges, of course. Bitter rivalries don't dissolve overnight, and old habits die hard. There are disagreements, disputes, and even the occasional bout of brinkmanship. But each time, the gravity of the threat brings them back to the negotiating table, forcing them to find common ground. The world watches, breathless and hopeful, as the brightest minds from every corner of our planet pool their resources and knowledge. They work tirelessly, united by a common purpose, driven by the shared desire to protect our species, our home, and slowly but surely, they begin to make progress. They develop strategies, devise solutions, and inch closer to victory. The world begins to see the results of this unprecedented global cooperation. There's a sense of unity, of shared destiny that hasn't been felt for centuries, if ever. In the midst of this global crisis, something incredible happens. Humanity, in all its diverse, chaotic, and often conflicting glory, comes together. We start working like one people, one species, united against a common enemy. In facing this common enemy, humanity discovers a new sense of unity and purpose. As humanity comes together, a remarkable transformation takes place, a metamorphosis that transcends beyond the physical and seeps into the very core of our being, our consciousness. Imagine a world where we are no longer defined by our differences, but by our shared aspirations and collective achievements. Our varied cultures, languages, and beliefs become threads in a rich tapestry of human experience. This unity, this global togetherness, kindles a fire of transformation within us. In this landscape of unity, technology would advance at a pace beyond our current comprehension. The pooling of our collective intelligence and resources would lead to innovations that would redefine the boundaries of human potential. From harnessing the power of the atom to exploring the depths of the cosmos, we would be limited only by the breadth of our imagination. But the transformation would not just be technological. Society itself would evolve. The eradication of poverty, the end of wars, the creation of a truly global community. These would be the hallmarks of our societal transformation. Our shared commitment to a common cause would foster a sense of belonging, empathy, and mutual respect, eroding the barriers that have historically divided us. And perhaps the most profound change would occur within us, in our consciousness. As we work together, our understanding of the world and our place in it would evolve. We would begin to see ourselves not as disparate beings, but as interconnected parts of a greater whole. This shift in perspective, this expansion of consciousness, would be the catalyst for our transformation. The synergy of these changes, technological, societal, and personal, would propel us into a new era of human evolution. We would emerge as a species united in purpose, bound by a shared vision, and driven by a collective will to create a better world. In a short span of time, we evolve into something that would have otherwise taken millions of years. Once the dust settles, we are left with a new humanity forever changed. A world that once thrived on division now stands united, a testament to the power of collective will and shared purpose. In this aftermath, we are met with a striking reality. A world where borders are mere geographical demarcations, where languages intertwine seamlessly, where cultures are not just preserved but celebrated. This is a world so drastically different from what we knew, yet it feels profoundly familiar. It is as if we have merely uncovered the humanity that was always there, buried beneath layers of conflict and division. This unity doesn't eradicate our individual identities, but rather it enhances them. It offers a platform for every voice to be heard, for every idea to be considered. It fosters an environment where innovation thrives and progress is not just expected, but inevitable. The future of humanity in this scenario is a bright one. With the barriers of division dismantled, we are free to focus on greater pursuits: space exploration, technological breakthroughs, philosophical advancements. We can dedicate our collective energy towards solving the pressing issues that plague our world: climate change, poverty, disease. And what of the philosophical implications? This scenario forces us to reevaluate our understanding of humanity. It challenges the notion that division is an inherent part of human nature. We are social creatures after all. Perhaps our natural inclination is towards unity, and it is our societal structures that have fostered division. This global effort also brings to light the power of collective action. It reminds us that we are not just solitary individuals, but part of a larger whole. It reaffirms the idea that our actions, no matter how small, have the potential to create ripples of change. In the end, it becomes evident that unity is not just a noble ideal, but a potential catalyst for human evolution and transformation. It is the key that unlocks the door to a future that is not just possible, but achievable. A future where we are not defined by our divisions, but by our shared humanity. And don't forget to subscribe to make us work more for you.